Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're embarking on a rather unique exploration.
Definitely different for us.
Yeah, we're diving deep into a lyrical narrative specifically.
Yeah.
The transcript from Matt Nye's official music video, Come Round Sunday.
Right.
And our mission, for you listening, is really to unpack the raw emotion, the very personal journey, and the underlying wisdom woven into these words.
It's quite a powerful story. Ambition, resilience.
And the cost of success sometimes. It offers some, well, surprising insights into his worldview.
It really does. And it's fascinating how immediately these lyrics hit you. That directness, that energy. It really makes you think about how music, especially the lyrics, can be just such a rich source of personal testimony, like profound reflection almost.
So the core question we're looking at is, what does this seemingly straightforward song truly reveal about, the human experience of striving, what it really takes?
And actually,
that initial energy is just palpable, isn't it? Let's dive into how Matt Nye immediately positions himself against his detractors.
he doesn't waste any time.
No, he really doesn't pull any punches. He says, they snake and they fake, never had a desk with a nameplate.
Wow, okay.
And he just dismisses their hate like, I never gave a huff what they say. Pretty blunt.
Very blunt. But is it just bravado? What about that line where he says, I do this for the love, this for real. I've been right from my heart to show myself how I feel. What's underneath that?
Well, that's where the personal commitment really comes through, I think.
Yeah, it's striking. It doesn't seem to be about getting external validation. It feels more like this intrinsic drive,
Like an authentic outpouring just to express and maybe validate his own inner world, his difficult journey.
Precisely. And then he lays bare the hardship he endured. He tells us, I've been cut, but I ain't heal. I've been beep, but I ain't broke.
Right. I was down for some years. I was deep in the smoke. That paints a picture.
It really does. And this isn't just saying I'm resilient. It feels more like post-traumatic growth, maybe?
How so?
Well, the lyrics almost suggest that the wounds he got, they became the crucible where his future strength was forged. Like transforming that hardship into an internal compass, not just, a burden he carries.
That's a great way to put it. And despite being deep in the smoke, as he says, there's this really strong sense of hope cutting through.
Absolutely unwavering hope.
He says he knew he'd make it. But I knew I would make it, so at least there was hope. I'm dope someday, even seen as the GOAT.
And the GOAT, for anyone maybe not familiar, meaning greatest of all time, it's a big claim, but rooted in that hope.
Right. But what about this powerful image of Sunday? He says, I know that I'm going to make it someday, hope that it come around Sunday. Why Sunday? What makes that specific day so potent here?
Well, Sunday isn't just, the day after Saturday. It's chosen really masterfully, I think. It evokes ideas of rest, maybe spiritual culmination, rebirth even.
Ah, okay. So it's symbolic.
Deeply symbolic. It's quite an ingenious stroke, really, turning a regular day into this deeply personal, almost sacred moment of arrival, of breakthrough.
And the stakes he describes around this are incredibly high.
Oh, definitely. He contrasts his vision with what others are saying, right? Some say, if I don't show up on Monday, I probably buy the ticket this one way.
Implying it's a final decision. No turning back.
Exactly. A definitive, full commitment to his path. It's basically an all-or-nothing gamble for him.
And this idea of Sunday, the culmination, it leads us straight into that really interesting question about who gets to share in the triumph. Because the artist has a very firm, almost, confrontational take on this.
He really does. He repeats that powerful message aimed at anyone who wasn't there during the struggle.
Yeah. You want to come stay, but you wasn't there on the runway.
You ain't see the rainfall, you don't get the sun ray.
That exact phrase comes up multiple times.
Yeah.
It really underscores his belief, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you didn't share the hardship.
You don't get to share the reward. That clarity, that conviction, it's quite striking.
It is.
This stark boundary, the no rainfall, no sun ray rule, it really challenges our usual, maybe sometimes rosy view of success.
How so?
It's just such a raw assertion that, real relationships, authentic ones, they're forged in the shared struggle, not just showing up for the party afterwards.
Right. It makes you think about what genuine support actually looks like.
Yeah, and it's a very direct challenge to anyone who might only appear once the sun ray is out.
So, once that Sunday seems to have arrived, or at least is closer, we see this profound transformation in the lyrics.
A definite shift.
He reflects on how good life has become after being so bad. He says, God's playing everything he wanted. then goddamn whoever thought that life could get this good when it been so bad.
And then that line, to sleep in the Fleetwood, dick in the dirt, but I sleep good.
Yeah, let's unpack that. Fleetwood, that's a
Okay.
Cadillac model, right?
Yep.
Often associated with a certain kind of success or lifestyle.
Right. And dick in the dirt. I mean, that's a vivid image of being at absolute rock bottom.
Totally. But despite having been there, he finds peace now. He can sleep good.
And it shows this deep appreciation for the gains, however small they might seem sometimes, the hard-won comforts.
Like what?
Well, he mentions, shorty coming through, so I eat good, rolled in the wood, in the leaf good.
Okay, so shorty coming through, someone visiting, sharing a meal, and rolled in the wood in the leaf good.
That sounds like rolling and enjoying a cigar, maybe a blunt. A moment of relaxation, enjoying the simple thing.
Things earned through the struggle.
Exactly. And there's also this fierce defiance of what others think. Lines like, give a fuck what they say. I don't think that we should everything that they can't say. Please that we would and we should.
Like living authentically, regardless of judgment.
Yeah, dangling from the roof like we should. No white line, no cap.
And no white line, no cap. That basically means no lies, no exaggeration.
Right. It reinforces the truth of his experience, the uncompromised authenticity of it all, including his newfound comfort.
But it's not all just about overcoming and celebrating. There's a particularly chilling moment, a specific detail he shares about a near-death encounter.
Oh, that part is incredibly powerful. Adds another layer entirely.
He says, I'm trying to stay down for my fan, but there's some in the water. Put this gun in my hand, arm raised in my head blown like the wind if the gun doesn't jam.
It's so stark.
Now, a soul in the gut. I guess God had a plan because the pistol didn't bust.
Wow. That's critical. It feels almost miraculous, suggesting divine intervention saved him.
Right. A literal life or death moment.
And it's fascinating how that darkness is right there alongside the journey of triumph. It shows this deep vulnerability under the tough exterior.
Definitely. And he also touches on raw grief and despair with some really potent imagery.
Mm-hmm. The lines about his mother.
Yeah, roll me a Dutch high life was a lot. Then I heard my mother scream, why my son go bye-bye? I just want to hide my head in the sand when it's high tide.
Roll me a Dutch, referring to preparing a specific type of cigar often used for blunts, like seeking solace or escape maybe.
Could be. And that image of wanting to hide his head in the sand at high tide. It's just visceral pain.
It really is. It reminds you that behind all the ambition and the eventual celebration, there are these profound emotional wounds, these past traumas still present.
So, okay, if we kind of pull all these threads together.
Yeah.
The lyrics of Come Round Sunday. They paint this incredibly vivid, deeply personal picture.
Absolutely. A whole journey laid out.
It starts with battling critics, enduring immense hardship.
Right, being deep in the smoke.
And holding on to that unwavering hope, that vision of Sunday.
Achieving that hard-won success, finding those small comforts.
On revealing this deep-seated resilience throughout. It's really a powerful narrative about one artist's personal grit, his own definition of success.
And crucially, the importance he places on genuine, enduring support. That rainfall prerequisite.
Yeah, it really hammers home that success isn't just the destination, the sunray. It's the entire, often arduous journey, the rainfall.
And his insistence on that no rainfall, no sunray rule, it really prompts us, I think, to consider how much of our own journey shapes our triumphs.
Especially the hidden struggles, the rainfall moments we might not always value.
Exactly. And who we genuinely allow to share in the eventual sunray because of it.
Which, well, that leads us perfectly to a final provocative thought for you, the listener, to consider.
Okay.
If true success and that deep satisfaction often come from navigating and overcoming those hidden struggles, what rainfall in your own life, right now perhaps, might you be overlooking or maybe underappreciating as a crucial source for your own future sunray moments?